Everyone, good afternoon and welcome to Niger Delta Today, where we bring you insightful conversations from the Niger Delta. My name is Xavier Robert. Today we are zooming in on the latest wave of ASUU protests shaking our universities. It is not just about disrupted lectures, it's about a generation of students caught in limbo. So we want to know what's new, what's old, and what can we do about the current situation in Nigerian universities. But first, let's bring you this information regarding the fact that we understand that the Niger Delta Ethnic Nationalities Youth Leaders Forum have currently shut down the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL), and this is set to be happening at the NNPC Towers, Abuja. You'll recall that the Niger Delta Group last week, Friday, issued a 7-day ultimatum demanding the auxiliary-led management's prosecution over damning allegations of corruption and economic sabotage. The nation's oil and gas industry again came under scrutiny as the Youth Leaders Forum protested the alleged mismanagement of the NNPCL under Bioauxiliary's leadership, accusing it of fraud, job cuts, and refinery shutdown. Now, the Niger Delta Group has thus issued a 7-day ultimatum demanding the auxiliary-led management's prosecution over damning allegations of corruption and economic sabotage. That was as at last week, Friday. Addressing journalists that Friday in Abuja, youth leaders from across the oil-rich Niger Delta region accused the auxiliary management of crippling the NNPCL and endangering national peace amid a cloud of corruption allegations that followed. The statement was signed by Sir Jothan Lopoberi, Senior Chairman, Niger Delta Ethnic Nationalities Youth Leaders Forum, and Engineer Dr. Laborsi Yamabana, President General, Ogoni Youth Federation, respectively. And in their words that Friday, auxiliary's continued leadership is a slap in the face of the Delta people and all Nigerians. That protest is currently ongoing as they have shut down the NNPCL. Here is some of the footages we've gathered for you at this time.
We have been affected as Niger Deltas, and we are here to register our displeasure on the happenings in Niger Delta, which is no longer palatable to us. And that is why we've resolved that the CEO, the manager of NNPC, should leave us, must go, for Niger Deltas to manage their resources, for us to take charge of what value belongs to us. The Niger Deltas have been intimidated. We've suffered the heat of betrayal for a very long time. You can imagine others that were innocently killed as a result of the injustice method of the Nigerian people. We are not happy. And we are saying, Mr. President, should as a matter of urgency sack this man that has bedeviled the development of Niger Delta. We will not take it. And until our demands are met, we will not leave this place. He must be removed for Niger Delta to develop. He must be removed for Niger Delta to grow. He must be removed for Niger Delta you to be happy.
My name is Comrade Owilami Perotubu. I am former president of the Joy Youth Council. I was president general of all the Niger Delta youth leaders. So this is a familiar terrain. But today, I am special assistant, special advisor to the Honorable Minister of Petroleum State Oil, Senator Heineken Lugobri. As I am standing here, the shoes that I'm wearing are not my shoes. I'm wearing oversized shoes this morning because I'm wearing the shoes of the Honorable Minister of Petroleum, Senator Heineken Lugobri. He is aware that his brothers and sisters are here. We were about coming to the office this morning and we got information, security information, that our brothers and sisters are here and that we cannot come to the office. I said, no, that can't be the intention of my brothers and my sisters and my fellow comrades. That I will come. If my brothers kill me, after all, there is a place that people like us can be buried in Bayelsa State. But my brothers cannot harm me. My brothers cannot also harm your leader, who is the Honorable Minister of Petroleum.
Many Niger Deltas have been sacked.
sacking remaining situation. You think the sacking of Ojulari is a bitter night kind of break?
Yes. If Ojulari leaves, we will all leave.
So
Once Ojulari leave,
you will not leave here until Ojulari.
until the government pronounce that the tyrant here is sacked. That's why we're here.
May we know your name, sir?
My name is Sir Jonathan Lukobri.
And you are
I'm the chairman Niger Delta Ethnic Nationalities Youth Leaders Council. It's a forum of all ethnic groups here. Thank you.
To say no to corruption. We are here to demand for our rights. We are here to tell the Mr. President to do the right thing. That is the reason why the youth of Niger Delta region from various ethnic nationalities in the Niger Delta gathered here to tell the whole world that the GCEO, Barr, Oludari, who by virtue of Mr. President benevolent appointed him to serve the Nigerian people as the GCEO, and ever since he came into office he has been operating the NNPC Limited as his personal estate. He has been operating the NNPC Limited as if he owns it. He's so totalitarian, high-handedness, very arrogant, and he's a criminal. Recently,
Well, some really spirited responses there regarding the position of Ojulari as NNPCL boss. And these issues have been at the front burner for quite a while. And with these reactions, it will be interesting to know what the management of the NNPCL would be moving forward with. The group unveiled a list of accusations against Ojulari, chief among them being diverting $21 million in NNPCL funds into a private account belonging to his associate, Mr. Bashir Haske, triggering ongoing investigations and arrests by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, sabotaging the Port Harcourt refinery, which had resumed operations in December 2024 after a $1.5 billion taxpayer-funded overhaul by shutting it down on May 24th, 2025 to allegedly sell it off at scrap value to cronies. Well, redirecting crude oil cargoes, illegally sacking over 400 Nigerian youths, including many from the Niger Delta, exacerbating unemployment in a region already facing economic hardship. These are some of the allegations leveled against the NNPCL boss, and which has also led to the shutdown of the NNPCL in Abuja there. We'll be bringing you more updates regarding what this would lead to, especially the reactions from the NNPCL as regards this boycott. Let's bring you our story of interest today, where we have a story really concerning, as a lecturer of the Niger Delta University, Bayelsa State, and a female student exchanged altercations, blows recently. And the viral video is so shocking and disheartening to watch. The incident happened after a lecturer asked the students to leave the examination hall after allegedly being caught indulging in malpractice. Well, her refusal to exit the hall led to the fight. Now, eyewitness reports say that she demanded for her seized phone to be returned before she would leave, and went ahead to smash the lecturer's phone. This led to physical altercation, with both landing each other blows. And because of this, I mean, it leaves one wondering the state of our university education system, which is of course supposed to be a place of learning, a place where knowledge is, given. And you begin to wonder, when situations of this nature play out, the issue of ethics comes to play. How strong and ethical are our institutions currently? Well, we're being joined by a public affairs analyst, Barrister Martin Ukpe, who will be speaking with us on some of these issues. And regarding some of these issues, we'll be trying to connect with him at this time to bring us up to speed with some of the issues regarding this particular face-off between a lecturer at the Niger Delta University in Bayelsa and, of course, why this would even take place in the first place. Mr. Martin Ukpe, you're welcome on the program.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Robin.
Yes, well, it is really disturbing to have to deal with something of this nature, especially when we talk about an institution of learning where morals are supposed to be inculcated in students, and then we're seeing a scenario of this nature play out. When you saw this, what was the first thing that came to mind?
Okay. I like to start it by this way. When I saw that video, it was very, very disturbing because it put sharply into perspective the level of disciplinary decadence that we have in our tertiary institutions. And I would say clearly that that is the consequence of no consequence. You see, that's just the consequence of no consequence. In a society where people break the law, knowing fully well that they will put up by the long arm of the law. That is the society that we have. Society where people break the law, and instead of being caught up by the long arm of the law, they are trending on social media and they are being applauded on social media. They are being gifted on social media. So what is happening is that everybody wants to trend on the negative aspect on social media. Knowing fully well that Nigeria is a country where you can break the law, make away with the law, and also trend as a result of breaking the law and become a celebrity as a result of that. That is what I mean by the consequence of no consequence. In a society where the citizen will knowingly break the law and also know that he is going to get away with it. You see, there is something about fair clients like the American society. You dare not break the law of America and get away with it. Nobody.
Well, Barrister,
what happened in that video is it portrays the level of moral decadence in our tertiary institutions. You see how a student raised his hand on the lecturer after cheating in an examination and was caught, and the lecturer demanded to get, just like an armed robber who is being caught with a gun, and the gun is taken away from him, and is now asking for the gun. That is exactly the scenario that the young lady painted in that disturbing video.
All right, Barrister.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, we've not really received an official response from the university involved regarding this. We're going to be tracking that to see what measures they're going to be taking towards, responding to this particular issue that has gone viral already. But then, when you look at the whole incident, what do you think should be the steps that are taken? I mean, from both sides now, you would see that the lecturer actually landed a blow on the student, and the student is accused of smashing the phone belonging to the lecturer. In this situation, what do you think are the best foots forward?
Very well. If the university have a disciplinary system, they have a disciplinary measure meted out on airing students that have found one thing. Now, the university is not just like any other institution. This is a place that is well coordinated in terms of discipline, in terms of morality. Of course, the certificate of the university is not only issued because you have acquired AAA in all your courses. No, it is in character and in learning. Therefore, the university has rules and regulations that is binding on the student. There should be a prompt and disciplinary measure that should be taken out on such a student. Of course, in that disturbing video, it has gone viral. So a lot of students from other institutions have also seen, and if something is not done properly, if a disciplinary measure is not accurately meted out on us, of course, it's going to set a bad precedent. Then, on the part of the lecturer, if, for example, in as much as you have said that there is no official message from the university, so we do not know the truth of the story very clearly. The truth of the story has not been made very clearly, aside what we are just seeing in the disturbing video. But in any case, if there is any infractions on the part of the legislature, of course, there's also a disciplinary committee that could be set up, an independent kind of inquiry that could be set up to investigate the part of the lecturer to know if the lecturer is found wanting. Of course, there's also a disciplinary measure that has to be meted out on the. All right,
Barrister. All right, thank you very much, Barrister Martin Ukpe, for bringing us some perspective regarding this particular issue.
Thank you for having me.
All right, well, we'll bring you Niger Delta updates for today. First, the Niger Delta update. As part of the ongoing commissioning of constituency projects, Senate President Godswill Akpabio received a warm and enthusiastic welcome from constituents, reaffirming his commitment to delivering more development initiatives under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu. Senator Akpabio made this pledge on Tuesday while commissioning various projects across the Temekwo and Ika local government areas. Here's a report.
In a Temekwo local government area, Senate President Godswill Akpabio commissioned a fully equipped 12 classroom block with borehole at Community Secondary School, Urobata.
Chief Dr. Godswill Akpabio, GCOS, President of the Senate Federal Republic of Nigeria, this August 2025. To the glory of God.
As well as ultra-modern Mbowanang Market at Otorobong. During the event, the Pro-Chancellor of the University of Calabar, DIG Udom Ekbo Udom retired, and the school's principal, Dr. Adolfo Sibanga, expressed their gratitude to Senator Akpabio for facilitating these life-changing projects in the area.
You were the governor of this state. You gave us all those buildings. Now, if you look at those buildings, all the doors, windows, are on the roof. Because there is no security.
In his response, Senate President Godswill Akpabio reaffirmed his commitment to addressing security challenges in the area by facilitating the establishment of a police base and also pledged to create employment opportunity and bring more development projects to the people.
Dredging of the water.
The commissioning train later moved to Ika local government area, where jubilant residents turned out in large numbers to welcome the Senate President and openly declared their support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Senator Godswill Akpabio, and Governor Omoeno. In Ika, Senate President Godswill Akpabio commissioned an 8-classroom block and fully furnished state-of-the-art ICT center at St. Augustine Secondary School, Uraya, while also pledging massive employment opportunity and additional community development program for the people. Rostom.
And now, the Akwa State government has described as false reports, news circulating on social media claiming that the governor, Pastor Moino, in his speech during the grand finale of the town square meeting and empowerment for Etinan Federal Constituency held at Ikode Dibon in Silbium local government headquarters grounds on August 23, 2025, had promised to pay 50,000 Naira monthly stipend to applicants who were not successful in the ongoing civil service recruitment exercise. In a release signed by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Kerete, the government states categorically that the information is false and totally misleading. It reiterated the civil service recruitment process and advised the public to disregard the misleading reports and rely only on official government communication channels for accurate information. Moving now to Delta State. Governor Sheriff Oborevori has congratulated Deltans on the occasion of the 34th anniversary of the creation of Delta State, assuring them of better days ahead under his administration. Governor Oborevori, in a statement issued in Asaba by his Chief Press Secretary, Festus Ahon, described Delta's 34 years of statehood as a journey of resilience, unity, and steady progress despite daunting challenges. Very commended past leaders, traditional rulers, community leaders, and citizens for their contributions to the growth and development of the state, noting that their sacrifices have kept Delta united and on the path of peace and prosperity. And lastly, see on Niger Delta Updates, bringing you stories from Delta again, as the Federal Cares Support Unit, NG Cares program supported by the World Bank and implemented by states across Nigeria rounds up its 1.0 phase with zonal performance review meetings. The South-South Independent Verification Agents Performance Review meeting held in the Unity Hall Government House of Sabah in Delta State has revealed that Delta State surpassed its expectation goals. The meeting, which had representatives from Bayelsa, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Edo, and Delta states, witnessed the verification of the impact of the program on the lives of beneficiaries recorded by the program independent verification agents across different states in the South-South region.
Impacted on the lives of our citizens, especially in the areas of poverty reduction, economic growth, and social development. We are glad to state that in Delta State we have impacted 306,177 direct beneficiaries and over 1.2 million indirect beneficiaries thus far. And we are looking forward to increasing the numbers and strengthening the intervention horizontally and vertically as we proceed to the next phase of NG Cares 2.0. A key feature of this next phase is the community action approach, which empowers communities to drive the program from the ground up. This ensures that interventions meet the real needs of local people. The most vulnerable are reached, and communities take ownership of projects like building and rehabilitating social infrastructure. By putting communities at the heart of planning and implementation, NG Cares will deliver deeper impact, stronger accountability.